what's your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a dub for a verse. I do it for it.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started. And this autumn...
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taking you to 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Hurry up, here we go!
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Let's go!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll look to throw here. And this is complete. It's Allen. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll give it to him up the middle. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back them up 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
False start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And that is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set, please.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
No, check, Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Hurry up, here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And it's well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll run with Clement, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And this is going to be incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The roughing the kicker call on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. The run, it's Clement. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. And when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a 2nd guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays. Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. They've got it 2nd and 10. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw, and Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, it can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustment time, right?
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Conley. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. A Raider first down, 17 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team won from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On the carry, here's Clement. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. This is Clement. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 3-19.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Here's Conley. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers. And, you know, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
Let's see if he can do just that. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually fight.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And down he'll go at the 25. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. Here's Conley. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
False start, offense.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run again with Clement. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular and not get a first down out of it?
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So that one will be accepted. Roughing the kicker called on fourth down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll go on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still 1st down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. And he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And they'll run it here. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Set!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
3-19! 3-19!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
It's almost gotten to the point in the NFL where third down is a throwing down, no matter what the distance. It just feels that way. So how about the discipline there by the defense? Understanding, reading their keys. They run the ball on third down. They don't just handle it with technique and stay at home. But they become disruptors, actually getting back there, making a big play, big loss, and now they put the balance of the field for their team.
They'll come out throwing here on first down, eluding the pressure right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
About 3 yards there to the 27. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. And the Steelers on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Time for a break. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that will push him back. And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A good pickup there at 22. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0, zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. What an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent.